Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Akshada and I've been living in the US for about 5 years now. So this video series is about my experience as an F1 visa student in the US for the past 5 years. This is part 3. Part 1 and 2 are already out and you can just find it. Maybe I'll just link it somewhere over here and you can go watch it before this. But in today's video we are going to talk about your semester 3 and 4 or the second year after you move to the US, and this is going to be related to your visa transitions. We're going to talk about different scenarios. So just let's start without making any delay. If you just hear some weird noise in the background, it's just my it's my bathroom flush. I don't know what's the matter with it, but yeah, it just keeps on happening, so ignore it. Anyway, so after semester 2, let's assume that you got an internship. So there can be two scenarios. First one is you get an internship and the second one is you don't get an internship. Let's cover both very quickly. The first scenario, which is you get an internship, so you will move from F1 to F1 CPT, and there are going to be no problems over here. Once you get an internship, moving to F1 CPT is all good. You can start working in the company. You might get a full-time offer or you might not get a full-time offer, but either way, getting an internship will be very beneficial for you because you will get a lot of experience. You will get money, like you will save the money and you can just use it to pay off your tuition fee. So in that way you're taking less of your education loan. And the third thing is that it's highly possible that you get a full-time job from this internship. So those are the three benefits. Life is all good up until then. You are having fun. Yes, you have made 2 new best friends, which is stress and anxiety in semester 2. I don't know if I talked about it, but you will make those 2 new best friends in second semester and they will stick with you till the end for the entire 5 years. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so good case scenario, all good, no worries. Let's talk about the second scenario, which is if you do not get an internship. So if you do not get an internship, you will face some problems. So the very first problem is it will be stressful because let's say you don't get an internship, then you will have to use some part of your education loan now to pay the next semester fees and everything, and you have to keep on applying for internships or full-time jobs later on. Some students, they still keep trying to look for internships throughout the summer, so that maybe if they get a fall internship or if they get a winter internship, so you will still be in that cycle, you'll still be in that loop of thinking about internship, trying to get an internship. So the stress is going to continue related to internship. And obviously it's not the end of the world. I'm not saying that इंटर्नशिप नहीं मिला तो बहुत गंदी चीज़ है, बहुत बुरा हो जाएगा, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. बट जब हम लोग वो फेज में रहते हैं तब हम लोग वैसे सोचते हैं कि अरे यार मेरे को मिल नहीं रहा है इंटर्नशिप, मैं क्या करूँ, why am I not getting it? So that is going to happen and you might face some issues. So but there's no transition, like you'll still be on F1 and it's going to be like fine. Like let's say you just complete your year 2 while looking for internships, and in the semester 4th you will start looking for your full-time job. So irrespective of whether you completed your co-op or internship or not, you will start looking for a full-time job in your semester 4 or semester 3. And looking for a full-time job over here has become very difficult because there is a word attached to your name, which is sponsorship. International students will have a sponsorship attached to them whenever they try to look for a job. And I cannot tell you how many interviews have been scheduled where I've studied so much, and when I actually go to the interview, they only ask me one question: do you need sponsorship? And I mean, all of these studying for what? Just to answer, do you need sponsorship? Then they used to just say, okay, we don't want someone who wants a sponsorship, so we are not going to go ahead with this interview, blah blah blah. It was nice talking to you. They didn't even ask me, they didn't ask me to introduce myself, they didn't ask me to talk about my experience, skills, nothing. So you will get this feeling like it's not your mistake and you cannot do anything because the sponsorship thing is kind of like stuck to you. So you have to now find companies which will sponsor students, and you will start applying only to those companies, and you will eventually get interviews, and I mean it's going to be fine. But there is that one problem that you'll have to face related to sponsorship. And I don't think I have to tell you about the job market. It's bad. And I don't know about other countries, but in US the job market is really bad. Many students are struggling to find a job. If the people who already have a job are struggling to switch jobs, so that is happening. I see a lot of positions on LinkedIn. Honestly, I see a lot of hiring managers openly posting on LinkedIn that we are hiring and all of that stuff. But still people are not able to find positions, and I think the reason why that's happening is because there's a lot of competition. Like there are so many people and there are like maybe limited number of job positions, and everyone is just trying to apply. Because whenever a job position opens, and if you just look at it after like 10 or 20 minutes, there are 100 applications already. So that is what I think is happening, that there are jobs but there are a lot of people who are applying for the same jobs. And also especially the IT, software industry, the supply chain field, all of these fields have become really concentrated because there are a lot of students who are studying these in these fields. So I don't have to tell you this, but the job market is difficult. And I don't know, maybe if you come in fall 2027, maybe it will get better by the time you graduate. I have no idea about that, okay? I don't know if it's going to get better or not, but I'm telling you the situation right now. And even the situation when I graduated, like I graduated in 2023, even that time the job market was very tough. Like it was so difficult to get interviews, it was so difficult to get jobs. I still remember like one time I was calling my mom and I was crying because I did not get a full-time offer from Amazon that I was expecting. Amazon had a layoff during that time, and I was expecting that because of this internship they'll just give me a full-time offer and my life is set. But no, they did not give me a full-time offer back then, and I was just calling my mom, I was calling them, and I was crying because I was so stressed about what am I going to do now. I was going to graduate in a month, and it was just crazy. So you might face that thing, and I don't know how to explain you what you will go through, because it is just something that cannot be explained. मतलब जब तुम लोग उस टाइम से खुद जाते हो तभी तुमको समझ में आता है कि how it feels and the stress that you go through. So I cannot explain that to you, and you might now feel ki, oh, I will deal with this, I'm super strong. But when you're actually going through it, it is very stressful. And all the international students, I think they face that thing. I'm not saying ki I am the only one who has experienced it. I'm sure that all of the international students have experienced it. If you decide to come, you will also experience it. The stress of finding a job after you graduate, it's real. The stress of finding internship when you are studying, it's real. On Instagram, the life might seem like it's so good, like we are learning so many new things, but the amount of stress and mental torture that you go through during the second year when you're looking for a full-time job and when you're looking for internship is very real, and it's very bad. Okay, so let's say now let's talk about like what after that. Like you are applying for internships and let's say you graduate. So irrespective of you're applying for full-time jobs and you graduate. So irrespective of whether you get your full-time job or not, you will be converting to OPT. So after you graduate, after the second year, you will be converting from F1 to OPT. And I think, yeah, let's make this a new part, because I don't want to, iska lamba nahi banana hai, because sometimes I feel like I just keep talking and talking and talking, and then when I'm editing my videos, I feel like everything should go in that video. So I will just stop this here and we will go to the next part. And see you in the next part, where we will talk about what happens, what could go wrong or what could go right when you move from F1 to F1 OPT. And again, just a disclaimer for everyone who's watching this, I just want to make sure that you understand that I am not trying to say don't come to the US, or I'm not trying to say that, oh, F1 visa is so shitty thing. I am just telling you this can happen, this can happen, this can happen, and then you decide how to prepare yourself for that. Or maybe you already know about these things, so when you are moving over here, you already know that these are the things that can happen, this can go wrong, and you have your backup plans ready or whatever. So that is my intention. I just want to make sure that you know, I am no one to tell you कि तुम US मत आओ, तुम masters मत करो. I am no one. I am just telling you कि this can happen और ऐसे से होता है. तुमको करना है, तुमको नहीं करना है, that is your decision. Okay? Yeah. Bye bye. See you in my next video. By the way, guys, please subscribe, like, share, follow, subscribe.